You know how I feel about the Parade of Homes, Bernie, right?
I know. You're hilariously fun.
You know, here's the deal. In my house, because I kind of have weird hours, I don't watch as much TV as I used to, like spend and watch TV until 11. And so I'm usually doing other things. And the deal is at my house, HGTV is what normally stays on.
Yeah.
So then I find myself caught. All right.
Oh, I know.
And then I don't know how Sarah expects me to watch like the first 5 minutes of Fixer Upper and expect me not to want to see how it ends. Okay, let's go now. We recorded. You know, like I have to hurry up. I want to know how the houseboat looks at the end. Well, I kind of call this like HGTV Live. That's right. Ginger Dice is joining us from Acadian Home Builders Association. You see all these things on television. I'll tell you, the one last year, the big eye opener of this was the farmhouse sinks. Yeah. The big, like, I guess they're porcelain. You know they are. But they just kind of hang over so you can, like, rub up against them. They're deep and big. That was a real big trend for last year that we saw on the Parade of Homes.
That and the barn doors, too.
Oh, the barn doors. Yeah. We came home. Sarah was out with the measuring tape. Like, where can we put one? And we pretty much came down to the only place that would fit, have enough wall was the bathroom door. And I'm like, really? Who's ever going to see it except us? Like, I want it somewhere where everyone can look at it. I want to like push open a barn door as my front door, So it's coming up. It's going to be, okay, so it's 2 weekends, right? So it's the April 1st and 2nd, this weekend, and then the 8th and 9th.
So next weekend.
Wow.
Yeah, plenty of time to see all 34 houses.
So 34 new homes in 24 Acadiana subdivisions and by 22 different AHBA builders. I was not quiet when you were here last year to tell you I built my house with an AHBA builder, AM Designs, and could not be happier with the service and everything. And I find that with a lot of your builders, it's just that extra stamp of approval. You're kind of going out into uncharted territories. If you find someone who says they know how to build a house, and then it might, what was supposed to be 6 months turns into 9 months, turns into we put the studs in wrong, you hear about all these problems all the time, Ginger, but not with your builders.
Right. And we definitely suggest you do your research when you are looking for a builder or a remodeler, for sure. Do your research. Make sure they're licensed. Make sure they're insured. And make sure they're a member with us. And a great way to meet a bunch of builders is the Parade of Homes.
I love that when you go to the homes, you're not just alone in these houses. If you have questions about something, if you have questions about what is something like this called, or maybe, there's always a representative from the builder there who can at least put you in touch. We have someone in our building that is building a house that was on the Parade of Homes last year, loved the house, and now they're building it somewhere else. If you're in the market, you may not buy that house. I mean, a lot of them do have high-end finishes, but you do have others that, are move-in ready. They're not all mansions. And I think that's an important part about your parade.
Right. They run the gamut from starter homes all the way up to those beautiful dream homes that you can just drool over. And some of them are still for sale.
Yes.
So, you can come get some ideas, maybe find your house, or maybe find some things you like from this house and some things you like from that house and put them together and talk to a builder and figure out how you can make it your own.
I think a cool thing with this is all the new technology. All these houses, cameras have now become so small, and it's so much better when you can have it wired into the house when it's built. So many of those can see those. So if you need ideas, it's just a good place to do. If you're like us, Sarah and I, it's kind of like a good Saturday afternoon. Might have lunch, maybe a cocktail. Then you go and look at houses. Not too many cocktails if you're driving around all these neighborhoods. Because let me tell you, it gets crowded. I mean, a lot of these houses,
they do.
Especially, there are certain neighborhoods where I think people want to go to, or maybe where they live. But they're all over the place, and the map is there, and it's really great.
Yeah, we have the map comes with the tickets. You actually get a really nice guidebook with the pictures of the houses, descriptions, tells you all about it, so you can kind of plan which ways you want to go in advance. And also this year we have an app, so you can get turn-by-turn directions to each subdivision. So that's pretty handy.
Last year we should have made it a little bit more official. But last year, on the weekend after I went, I came back here. I gave a bronze, a silver, and a gold, because you're kind of going through like I like this, and these floating stairs look great, but all I see is an emergency room visit with my toddlers.
Right.
So I'm gonna have to have real stairs with some carpet that you can fall down. So I'm sure I'll be doing that again. So we'll be giving away some unofficial awards on the show here. Well, Ginger, thanks for coming by. We'll put all this information on our website. Again, it's this weekend, April 1st and 2nd, and then next weekend, April 8th and 9th. The houses are open 1 p.m. to 6 p.m. on both days, Saturday and Sunday. 34 homes, 24 Acadiana subdivisions, and 22 different AHBA builders.
It's beautiful. So much fun.
Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Look at